Welcome to Techo Guide, the only app designed to help you navigate your college and career journey in the quickest and most affordable way. This podcast is brought to you by EdTechity, dedicated to opening doors to higher education and career opportunities for all.
And with that, I kind of have a follow-up question to that about using your resources and finding ways to kind of finesse, right? So off the top of your mind, as the lead academic counselor or lead academic advisor for the CSU system, do you happen to know of any scholarships or grants that students can apply for outside of the FAFSA and outside of FAFSA, if there's any private grants or private scholarships off the top of your head that you know of that students can apply for? That are designated for technology?
Not off the top of my head that's designated for technology per se. You can always just Google, scholarships, and there's a bunch of things that will come up. But for me, when I think about the current students at my institution, usually there is some type of emergency grant that they can apply for. It's called a CARES grant. And it just depends on what the situation is. But let's say if a student came in and they had an older laptop computer that was maybe passed down a couple generations and it just completely goes kaput and they need to get another one, the Emergency CARES grant may be able to help them get a replacement computer. Or at the very least, they may be able to help them borrow one from the institution until they're able to get approved for the grant, and they can use that money to purchase another laptop. So at my institution, we have 6 colleges, and depending on which major you're in, your college may offer certain scholarships for students. There might be like hardship scholarships, but then there's going to be merit-based scholarships based off of your GPA. So sometimes you can go to your program coordinator or program head or department head, and they may be able to get you in contact with some additional resources that may not come through financial aid.
Definitely. And, when you are saving for that and you don't want to ask for help and you just need something for the meantime until you can find a solution, the library at your institution may have a computer lab where you can rent or you can just go and use, right, to write your papers. You will have to be on campus to do that. But depending on if they have any MacBooks or Chromebooks to lend you, possibly let you take home, that's up to them. But just using those resources and finding what is out there. And maybe the certain college that you go to, not the institution itself, but the college, like the academic colleges within that institution, may have their own designated computer lab or their own designated MacBook card that they can lend out to students for being on site.
I can also say, if you're not able to borrow one and you can only work in the computer lab, then the thing that you can do is buy an external hard drive. That way you can hook it up to the computer, save everything you need to save when you're external and disconnect it and take it with you. That way you don't have to worry about losing your work, because you can only store so much information on a USB drive. An external, you can put way more data on an external hard drive. So that can be a workaround. It's like, okay, until I'm able to get my own on a more permanent basis, if I have to work in the computer lab, at least I have an external hard drive where I can save and back up all my stuff. So that can be another thing that you can do.
Well, thank you so much for all of your insightful information, Darwin, and all of your advice that you give to our students out there. And again, y'all, if you have any other questions, feel free to leave them in all of our social medias and we'll try our hardest to get to them. Again, this is something that we like to do here on the Techo Guide podcast, is to give you all just advice, tips, tricks on how to navigate the academia and how to navigate and kind of finesse a little bit your way through your college career. So again, thank you for coming or for being here with us, Darwin, and we'll see you all on our next episode.
Yep. Thank you so much for having me. Take care, everybody.
Thank you for tuning into Techo Guide, the app focused on bringing you tools and content to help you make better decisions about school, life, and career. We hope this episode has inspired you to pursue and excel in your own educational and career journey. Don't forget to subscribe, follow, and share.